Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Johnson, 45 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one taken from the 7.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8.
But I think the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st down, Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, It's Jackson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike is a 50. Check that out. Check back. Mike 50.
They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ryan Shazier. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Play action. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll run again with Jackson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 8 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Lucky.
They'll start here with Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Set, hold on. 9:50. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. An even 90 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run here with Bo. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's 3rd and 16.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run. Quick dash.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Jackson now. They set up the screen to Bo. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Jackson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jackson to throw.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Got it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Rock it. Kill. Check 24, check 24. Hey, Alpha. Twist.
Elway now off of play action. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. John Randall, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now again, right side, Peyton, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st down, Peyton. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down now, Peyton. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Switch. Look at me. Go. Hard. Back. Hey, lock it.
Now the greatest Cleveland Brown ever. This is Jim Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Go. He's coming. We got double up. Check 31. Shoot.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Fair. 5.
To throw is Elway. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
25, check 20. Hey, Sam off. Check. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jim Brown taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. When they dialed up that 4th down run, something tells me they didn't envision it hitting all the way up in the end zone.
No, I think you're right about that, but how many times do we witness short yardage runs, stacked defensive front, everyone pressing the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, there's not much help on the backside there.
If you pop through, there's no one back there, and we just witnessed it there. A long sprint to the end zone. Probably looking around wondering, where did everyone go?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Elway throw. It's caught. Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
26 Mike. Hey, come on now. 26 Mike. All right, T, let's ready.
Here's Elway. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Let's go. 26 Mike. Night, sweetheart. You're out. No. Look, squeeze.
They get it off and run. Elway. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
26 Mike. Who that? Kill.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Set, 60
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Go! Hey, Zoo! Check 52's the mic! Check 52's the mic! Stay with your man! Hit it!
That way to throw on second. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And 8.
You draw corkers. Go.
Play action. Elway. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that was the right hash. It's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Bell. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I don't think you got it, son. Yep. Go on. Stand. Check.
After the interception, here's Elway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
50.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Showing up. Motion.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Single.
On 3rd down, Allen. pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Leo! Check. Fresno! Go! Hey, Sam off! No! He's coming! Double up! He's coming! Double up! You're out! Bang!
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hatchet. Rock it. Check. Slam. Look at me. Door.
Elway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So don't say nothing.
On 1st down, Peyton, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Bell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, lock it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, switch gears. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Down. 15 line. Score. Greystone, travel.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check 3. X3. 218, chop it. Let's go.
Right back to Brown. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Yo, go! Bam!
Here's Elway to throw. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. They come up in an offset eye.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check 52. Leo. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Browns 7-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Hey, Sam off. 36. Ready, go. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Now. Motion. Hey, Mike 50
Off the play fake. Elway. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Allen now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
56. Hey, Haywood.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on second and long. Allen. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, exit.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, Peyton. A gain of 3, second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Look, squeeze. Rock it. Check. Lucky. Look at me. Go.
Here's Elway. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Hey, lock it. Hey, high 7.
Now a give, right side. It's Brown. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
60 outlaw. Gone.
Here we go. Check 3.
Watch out.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Bam. Leo. Hey, Sam off. Hey, Foxtrot. 26 Mike.
Man, I got you.
26 Mike. I'm coming.
Now it's Elway. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Allen to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be taken short.
Ready to break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rocket.
1st and 10.
Kill. Bravo. Joker. 26 Mike. 5.
Elway to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Look at me. Go.
Throwing now is Elway. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. John Randall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now it's Elway. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50-yards out. And the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want to give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm in the sky.